The crystalline waters of Zenith 7 sparkled under three suns, casting rainbow reflections across the resort planet's famous beaches. Marilyn adjusted her sun hat, watching the alien tourists from a dozen different species enjoying the pristine shores. She had come here for peace, for escape from the chaos of Earth's overcrowded cities. But peace, she was about to learn, was not what the universe had planned. "Help! Someone help!" The universal translator crackled in her ear, picking up distress signals in a language she'd never heard before. Marilyn's head snapped toward the water. 50 meters out, something small and purple thrashed desperately in the waves. Next to it, a creature that resembled Earth's leopards, but with bioluminescent spots, was also struggling, its powerful limbs failing against an unexpected riptide. The alien tourists on the beach stood frozen, their various biological limitations preventing them from acting. The Zephrons couldn't swim. The crystallites would dissolve in salt water. The methane breathers couldn't survive in oxygen-rich environments. But Marilyn was human. She didn't think. Thinking was for later. Her legs carried her into the surf, her human endurance, legendary across the galaxy, though she'd never believed the stories, kicking into overdrive. The water was cold, the current vicious, but her mammalian dive reflex activated, her body optimizing oxygen distribution as millions of years of evolution had designed it to do. The purple child, no more than 3 feet tall with 4 eyes and translucent skin, was sinking fast. Marilyn grabbed it with one arm, feeling its tiny hearts hammering against her palm. Multiple hearts. The creature weighed almost nothing despite its dense bone structure, an adaptation she didn't have time to marvel at. The leopard-like alien was heavier, panicking, its claws raking across her shoulder as she grabbed its scruff. Pain bloomed hot and bright, but pain was just data. Humans were good at ignoring data when lives were at stake. She kicked hard, pulling both creatures against the current. Her lungs burned, her muscles screamed. But humans were pursuit predators, built for endurance, for pushing past pain, for refusing to quit when quitting meant death. When her feet finally touched sand, a crowd had gathered. Marilyn collapsed on the beach, still clutching both aliens, water streaming from her hair. The small purple child coughed, expelling water from breathing orifices Marilyn couldn't even identify. The leopard creature shook itself, bioluminescent spots pulsing in what might have been gratitude or shock. You saved them," a tall mantis-like alien stammered, its translator barely keeping up with its clicking speech. "No one else could have. The current, the distance, the oxygen requirements, anyone would have done it," Marilyn gasped, still catching her breath. "No," another voice said firmly. Marilyn looked up to see a being that resembled a floating jellyfish, its tentacles moving in complex patterns. "Only a human. Only your species has this reckless courage, this biological tenacity." The purple child sat up, its 4 eyes focusing on Marilyn with crystalline clarity. It spoke, and the translator provided the words, "You are bonded now. By law of my people, the Ketherax, you saved my life. I am yours, and my house is yours until the stars grow cold." Before Marilyn could process this, the leopard creature stood on its hind legs, bipedal, she realized with shock, and placed a massive paw over its chest. "The Shadowmane pride recognizes debt. You are packed now, human. We do not forget." I just did what anyone would do," Marilyn repeated weakly. "Incorrect," said a new voice. Marilyn turned to see a human man approaching, his face weathered by years of space travel. He wore the insignia of the Galactic Council's diplomatic corps. "I'm Willie Chen, human ambassador to this sector. And what you did? That's exactly why the galaxy both fears and needs us." Willie knelt beside her, his expression a mix of pride and concern. "The Ketherax are the galaxy's master engineers. Their house controls 70% of all FTL drive manufacturing. The Shadowmane are warriors, philosophers, and traders who dominate 6 systems. You just created an alliance that will echo through decades. Marilyn's head spun. They were drowning. Exactly, Willie smiled. Most species would have calculated risk versus reward, biological compatibility, legal ramifications. But humans? We see someone drowning, we jump in. No calculations, no hesitation. That's our gift and our curse. The Kethorax child reached out with a tiny 3-fingered hand, touching Marilyn's arm. My name is Zixcal, 3rd heir of House Mechanical. My parents will wish to meet you, to formalize the life debt. Our technology, our resources, our protection, all yours now. The Shadowmane, who introduced herself as Carnex, purred, a sound like distant thunder. And my pride will sing songs of the human who feared no current, no pain, no death to save one of us. You have earned a name in our history, Marilyn of Earth. Willie helped Marilyn to her feet. Welcome to galactic politics. You came here for a vacation and ended up creating an incident that'll be studied in xenosociology classes for generations. I just wanted to relax, Marilyn muttered, wringing water from her shirt. Too late for that, Willie grinned. Word is already spreading. Human saves Kethorax heir and Shadowmane noble from certain death. By tomorrow, you'll have diplomatic requests from 20 species. By next week, humans will get preferential trading rates in systems we've been trying to access for years. All because you did what humans do best. Which is, give a damn, Willie said simply. In a galaxy full of logical, calculating species, we're the crazy ones who risk everything for strangers. That's why they need us. That's why they fear us. And that's why, despite everything, they respect us. Marilyn looked at the small purple child and the magnificent alien Leopard, both alive because she hadn't stopped to think about the impossibility of what she was attempting. She thought about evolution, about how humans had climbed from prey to predator, had learned to endure, to persist, to refuse to accept defeat. Humanity, fuck yeah, she whispered. Willie laughed. Now you're getting it. As the 3 suns set over Zenith 7, casting the beach in amber light, Marilyn realized her quiet vacation had become something far more significant. She had reminded the galaxy why humans, despite being newcomers to the cosmic stage, had earned their place among the stars, not through superior technology or ancient wisdom, but through something far simpler and far more powerful. The stubborn, reckless, beautiful human refusal to let others suffer when they could act. And the galaxy, watching through 1,000 eyes and across 100 worlds, took note.